All right, people, Catfish Dave here. I'm out here on Chickamauga Reservoir, just outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've never been here. I'm gonna see if I can conjure up some catfish in a place I've never been. It's the first cool day of fall. Got quite a bit of wind going on. And I'm gonna start out working an outside channel ledge, a couple creek mouths I eyed. There's a hole this way I eyed. If I don't get anything in those three places, I may try shallower. I'm gonna try deeper water. I'm in the 46-foot range. The average channel edge here is 46 to 50 something foot. There's a hole I eyeballed that's around 70. And if none of this pans out, I've got a lot of big back creek system that I came out of. 20-foot water range, 30-foot water range. So let's drop some baits here, see if any catfish are near. This is the Chickamauga Lake Catfish Challenge. We'll start out with 2 rods. I got some hooks I gotta tie. We'll put a head on the green rod. Here comes the waves. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna give it about 4 hours out here. And I got a good ride back to the house, so little road trip, little adventure, someplace I've never fished. When I fished below Watts Bar Dam, technically that was Chickamauga, but a totally different situation than this. We're way down here in the reservoir now. We're gonna see how good of a place it is, how bad of a place it is. I'm on the back side of a cold front. Don't know if that's gonna be bad or good. Surely, within the next 4 hours, I can conjure up some catfish. I'm gonna go ahead and tie some other leaders, get a couple of these rods ready while I'm waiting. Woo! Looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there. I believe we got the first fish. There it is right there. The skunk is out of the boat. It took 12 minutes to get the first fish. "12 minutes. Hey, that ain't bad. Of course, the wind's blowing to give me bad audio, and the sun is facing the camera to give me bad video. There's always some kind of undesirable condition when I'm trying to make a video. Either way, first fish in the boat. I done got my other hook tied up. I've got a white bass in the cooler. I'm gonna put a piece of white bass on a 3rd rod, just for a variety of bait. Of course, skipjack herring is the main bait today. All right, people, that first fish got me excited. We've been here 30 minutes, nothing else. I'm gonna check out this spot. There's a hole right in an outside bend right across the river. I've got about 4 areas of interest I wanna check out. This is spot number 1. Let's head over here to number 2. I just tied that. Back to the drawing board. Just tied that. I'm gonna ease to the deepest part of this hole. We ain't getting jack squat at the front of it. My seat done broke loose. I done JB welded it. Now it's all loose again. I gotta be careful there. So far, we ain't catching much, but I will conjure up some catfish down here on Chickamauga Reservoir. We are right where this hole drops off. I'm in 76 foot now. I guess I'll tie another leader on this pole. Well, I got me another hook tied on, and we're fixing to move again. I'm giving it 15 minutes, and then we're down to the next spot. There's fish out here somewhere. There's water out here. Spot number 3, 46 foot. Another creek mouth. This one's on a really hard outside bend. Channel edge. These fish may be shallow down here. It happens. I get one real fish, I'm getting out of here. I gotta fix my seat again. The seat itself is nice because it's an aftermarket seat, but the way they mounted it to the boat, it took an idiot to come up with that. All right, people, we ain't even getting dink bites. We ain't getting nothing. I've covered every interesting thing on this, within a reasonable distance of the ramp out here in deep water. We're not getting nothing. The only option left now is to go shallow. I would think it's a little early in the fall for them to be up in them creeks. But hey, who knows? They're not out here. So the next step is to head back into these creeks, man. And I'm gonna drag the shallower water. It's the only option left. I mean, I haven't spent a whole lot of time in these sections, but I shouldn't have to if there's fish there. And pretty much anything deep is just dead water, at least in this portion of the river. So let's try up here shallow, man. We're gonna drag this creek. We're in 30 foot right here. I'll drag back shallow as I gotta get before I find these fish. They're here somewhere. They didn't go to Alabama. Of course, I got the wind blowing the wrong direction. It's gonna swing my boat around the wrong direction. This is a big backwater bay heading back to the ramp. And then you go up under the bridge and there's a much shallower, narrower creek, and I may be able to get out of the wind up in there. We're gonna work this 30-foot range, and we'll work our way shallow. There's catfish here somewhere. If we ain't getting nothing deep, this is the next thing to do. There's a bite. That's a fish. That was a pretty solid takedown. Could have been a big gar, but that was action. 28 feet now. This might be the ticket. We've been dragging for 12 minutes, and we got the first good hit. Yeah. Hooked up. My hands are cut up to pieces from these catfish. That fish has got a bunch of fishing line tangled up in its mouth. I don't know if my bait grabbed some old line or if that fish has got a hook stuck in its mouth. Either way, we conjured up a catfish. That's the second takedown in a short amount of time. Yeah, that fish has swallowed somebody's hook. My line's all tangled up in it. The sun's facing the camera, so I don't know if you can see, but you can see where that fish's mouth is tore up. That's where he's been dragging someone else's line around for who knows how long. I might suspend one. I don't like suspending in unknown areas. I got to keep it on that depth finder constantly so you don't get hung up. Much easier to drag and not get hung up. You would think you'd get hung up worse dragging than suspended, but not the way those things are rigged up. I'll drop one over the back. What you're seeing right now is not the main Tennessee River. As far as you can see over there, all that is some islands. The main Tennessee River is way out there. We're in a big backwater bay. And sometimes, man, these reservoirs, they can be tricky to find because they have so many options of places they can be. Yeah. That was on a center section. Smaller fish. Either way, at least we're starting to catch fish. We're now in 25 foot of water. I never seen that one hit. I was looking down at my phone. I don't know if he ever did pull the rod down. I looked and my line was going all the way back to the front of the boat. I was looking to see if my trolling motor had stopped, but the other lines was still tight. So I think he hit it and just ran forward. Either way, we're starting to rack up a little bit of numbers now by being in this back bay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to wear a glove for a few days. My hands are just cut all to pieces. The heads are definitely getting most of the fish. Yeah. Yeah, he's on. That's a better fish right there. That's not a bad fish at all right there. And we're up into 23 foot of water now. Looks like the shallower we're getting, the bigger the fish are getting. I'm gonna turn the boat into the sun where we can get a good look at this fish. It's the best one of the day. All right, y'all, first quality fish of the day. Woo! Like I say, we're in Back Bay, much shallower than the main river. Now we're catching fish. All right, people, I came somewhere I've never been, and I started out looking where I had been getting them all summer, late summer, early fall, and it wasn't working out this time. I worked the best hole out there. I checked the ledges. I fished two different creek mouths where they dumped off into the main channel ledge. I wasn't even getting dink bites. I wasn't getting nothing. It was dead water. I wasn't marking nothing. Nothing. So you know they're somewhere. There's water out here. They're here somewhere. So my next option was to start looking shallow. And what you're seeing right here is not the Tennessee River. This is a huge back bay that comes in off the Tennessee River. I hope you can hear me with these dag blasted cars behind me. But either way, I came and I caught fish today. The last one wasn't too bad. We started to get it into a quality size there, and it was caught in the shallowest water of all, which was 23 foot. I got a long way back to the house. I got a late start up here in the afternoon. Still got fish in the boat. Either way, this is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one. Signing out.